What's up, guys? My name is Suicide Grind. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit for the first time in a while. I'm sick, pretty sick. I have heavy headache, but I felt like making this video before it's too late. God damn. I'll probably be fine eventually, though. It shouldn't be too long, though. Lots of tea. What I wanted to touch on here today is what's going on. Well, I'm going to Stockholm on the 4th of April here. The day before, actually, this concert. It is Cannibal Corpse. And because I choose to go the day before because you know how, like, when you travel somewhere, you get, like, really exhausted once you arrive. And especially if, like me, you have to walk all the way to your hotel. And the hotel is half across the city because I honestly don't see why people buy taxis. Why would you pay for a taxi? It's just waste of money completely. Never buy a taxi. Even I would even be on the fence about Uber, honestly, because it's if it's in the same city, I think it's a waste of money to pay for a taxi or an Uber. If you can just, like, walk there if you can walk somewhere within an hour, I don't see why you can't walk. Just fucking walk. Pantera moment. But that's just my opinion. Cause I'm a savings kind of guy. I like not spending my money on stuff that doesn't really hold value to me. And value to me is like, how much does this serve me per dollar? I can say, like, for example, the concert for Cannibal Corpse is like $50, I think, 40 or $50. But I get to see, like, three bands I really know about, and one opener band that I don't know about that much. I mean, I've listened like one song, but it's pretty standard black metal. But it's like I get the value for the per dollar is, it's there. You know, Cannibal Corpse already would have been worth like $40-$50 even if they were the only person playing at the show. In fact, maybe that would have been better because could have saved some time, you know, and probably had a little more time to go. I mean, it's just I'm a time guy as well. I'm like, I hate feeling like I don't have time. Like if I'm like making a song, for example, when I write my music, for those who watch on my channel, obviously they will know that I do this. When I write my music, I like to make sure that if I'm gonna record guitars, because the guitars recording is the longest process for me, since I come up and write the riff as I go, and that's why I like to do a lot of BPM changes and style changes as well within the same song. It ends up being kind of technical, but it's not really technical at the same time. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of changes going on in the song and in style and BPM, and that's usually what I like to do. And it comes naturally almost because of the fact that I write songs the way I do, where I go about it as I go, you know? um but yes. No. Cannibal Corpse is the headliner. And the support is Dark Funeral. Dark Funeral, I mean, I shouldn't need to introduce them to people who are watching this channel. They're a black metal band. They play black metal. Well, of course, you say they're a black metal band. They're from Sweden, so it's Swedish black metal. I would even say, because of the fact that they're Swedish, there might be a little more melodic influence, but it's not like Watain levels of melodic. They're still very Satan-oriented and stuff. I don't know if they actually believe in that, or it's just like occult lyrics for the sake of being black metal. I haven't looked into Dark Funeral's history. I know Watain actually practices what they preach, which I respect Watain for that, but they're not playing there. I gotta see Watain though. For sure. I gotta see Watain. Like, goddamn, I gotta see them. You know? Uh, uh, Watain is the band that literally got me into black metal. But Dark Funeral, lots of fast blast beats, and that's pretty much it. It's just a lot of fast blasts is the selling point of the band, kind of, in my opinion. Because I like when they play really fast, like, I'm talking like 260 BPM blast beats. That's what I like when they do that. But they do that a lot. So it's kind of the selling point for the band. Because of that factor, because the guitars are pretty standard black metal. And I guess there's some songs on the later albums that are a little more songwriting. But for the most part, they like being very true to the satanic style, but really fast. They like going up in the 260s a lot. Stuff like that. 240, 260, somewhere in between there. I like high BPM stuff, so that's a good support. The other opening band is Ingested, which coincidentally, I believe, might have been one of the... Because I don't think it's the first slam stuff I heard. Because back in the day when they made Surpassing the Limits of Human Suffering or whatever, you know what I mean. That album is slam metal. Let's just be honest here. That's not a deathcore album. That's a slam album. In their slam era, Skinned and Fucked, the lyric video came into my peripheral, and at some point that song was like the one thing that defined the band for me. I really heard about them a lot from that song alone. And then I listened to that song and I liked it. I mean, it's a really staple slamish metal song in my opinion. Just more fast and stuff, you know. That's what I like about that. It's another band that likes to go fast in the drums, and even in the slow groovy parts, they like to add some fast double kicks underneath. And that's cool. I like that stuff. So that's gonna be cool. Ingested is pretty deathcore in the recent times, but more on the slamming deathcore side of things, if you know what I mean. They're really good, though. If you like speed, it's like pretty good for that. They have lots of blast beats and shit. Like, I like the drummer. He does a lot of blast beats and he's pretty good at it. And he does a lot of brrr kicks, and I like brrr kicks. So that band would be cool. Then Storm Ruler is pretty standard black metal. Storm Ruler is the last opener band. I mean, it's going to be the first opener band because they're the smallest, and then Ingested, and then Dark Funeral. But you get it. The last one that I'm going to mention is Storm Ruler. Storm Ruler? I honestly don't even remember exactly what they were, but I feel like they were pretty standard black metal, as I did say. I just for some reason started over that sentence. But they're alright, you know. I check obviously to make sure it's not shit. So that's that. I'm gonna see those bands. I didn't do this last time because my hotel was literally a Swedish mile away from it. Probably even 2 Swedish miles. If you just type European miles, I'm sure you'll get the result I'm talking about. That it's 100 kilometers, you know, maybe even 200 kilometers is why I'm saying 2 Swedish miles. That's 200 kilometers. No, that's 20 Swedish miles. 20. Hur många kilometer är 2 mil? Sorry, I hate to see. Okay, it's 10. Sorry, it's 100 is a fucking 10 miles in Sweden. Sorry. No, It was 10 or 20 kilometers away from the hotel, which means I was at the top of Stockholm, the top, and it was at here at the bottom. The thing I'm talking about is the if you know the Entombed album, Left Hand Path. I don't know. I think it's probably on the CD as well. But if you flip the vinyl cover on the back, there's a photo of them in Stockholm in front of a cross, and I call that the Entombed Cross because of that. And and I plan to go to that this time because I believe I might be able to pull it off if I wake up either early on the same day I'm gonna see the concert and go down and stuff, or if I just do it when I arrive and have time for that. If I have time for that, that's the case here of what I'm saying. Because I'm gonna arrive and then I'm gonna sit down at the hotel for a bit, then probably try to locate me some bitches, aka food. Because I won't be looking for any bitches. Bitches is food. Food is bitches. Little Greta. There is a lot of pain in me right now. I'll be honest. This is a hard video to shoot at this point because I have to think, and given that I have a migraine headache and this itchy throat, it sucks. And I have a stuffy nose with a lot of snotty snot, slip snot. Pulse of the maggots going on inside of my fucking nose, I swear. But the premise of the video here is that I'm talking about this, yeah. And I was going to talk about the other thing on the Sunday in the same week. Unless the tickets sell out on Monday, tomorrow, which is tomorrow. Why did I say that? I'm seeing Nile. Nile. Yes, I'm talking about Nile. I'm seeing Nile as well. In the same week as I'm seeing Cannibal Corpse. Holy shit. That's all I have to say about that. Nile only has 2 supporting bands, so the show might be ending earlier. For the better, honestly. Because it's on a Sunday. But the reason I'm able to do this is because on the Monday after that Sunday, it's a red day. And a red day in Sweden means you don't have work, basically. And I don't have work on a red day that day. It's thanks to Jesus Christ and Easter, so I guess not everything with Christianity is super bad, because we get holidays thanks to... We get to stay home from work because of Christianity. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, because of religion existing, we get to stay home. That's kind of like the one benefit of Christianity existing, because we do need those days. We need holidays. In fact, I think we have 2 little holidays. Red days, I call them. I think we should have more red days where we... In fact, I think we should introduce red weeks, global red weeks, where there's like one agreed upon week in the middle of like June or July in the summer, where globally we're just all free to stay home for a week. Just for a week. Preferably a week where it's right after payday, and we just get to stay home. Obviously, the normal stuff like stores and shit have to be open, but I think that would be a great thing. Just having a week where you can, like, specific... Why I'm saying specifically the week after payday is because that's the most fun week of the month. Just fucking be honest. The first week of any month is the most fun one because that's when you have money and you get to fucking spend it all. So, just saying, that would be fucking awesome. But that's that. I'm going to see Nile. I mean, I fucking love Nile. Nile and Cannibal Corpse Morbid Angel, those are like the unholy trinity, may I fucking revise, of death metal. And if we're talking about the big four, in my opinion, it's Morbid Angel, they are number one, Cannibal Corpse number two, Nile number three. Who do I consider number four? Because I think I know my number five. But number four, I'll be nice. I haven't listened to a lot of albums, but I'll say this. Because of their influence, number four is Obituary. Because of the fact that they're one of the most important bands in death metal, you cannot deny that. And then number five is Dying Fetus, because Dying Fetus is the modern kings of death metal when it comes to bringing the modern death metal side to the table, but still remaining cool, and still being awesome and stuff like that. And heavy and groovy and stuff. Having the taste, the soul, the spirituality. They're a little more hurtful. Ow, that hurts. Ow. Ugh. They're obviously a little more political than spiritual in their lyrics. But I'm saying, And also, let's be fucking honest here. They made a song called Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog, and made it fucking catchy. I don't know how you do that, but they did it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here. I'm fucking just dead inside. But yeah, I hope at least whoever watched it this far, if probably no one, but anyone who watches at least like a second of this video, if you enjoyed your second. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm really sick right now, so I can't really bring the typical energy I have on the table. But, yeah. I'm gonna head on to bed, probably with my kitty. I have to watch anime. God damn it. I gotta watch Re-Seater Part 2 of Season 2. But I'm gonna rest for a little bit. Wood. Yeah. You know me. I'm fucking just... You know how it is when you're sick. The motto, stay cute.